pouches right here. Hey. We have full-size tear-off med pouches in woodland and multicam, tiger stripe, hydro carriers, black, gray visor covers, same on both sides if you're not familiar with these. Battery wallets, let me open these up. Take it and rinse it off in the sink. 123s, you can also jam AA and AAAs in there. These are PALs, we do them Velcro back in belt. Zippered knife pouches, let me show you the inside of these if you're not familiar with them. Right there. Great for carrying cash, great for carrying cords, whatever you want to protect. It's really made for knives and watches. 5 pistol mag cards. You can put these any place that you have Velcro, whether it be SOE product or other product. We make these all the way from 1 all the way up to 5. We also do rifle cards. Red Bull pouch, Red Bull carrier, can koozie looks like that. Here's some dual pistol cards. More tear-off med pouches. Those are the big ones. There's a lot of organization inside those. When you rip those off, there's an EMT shear on the back exposed on the pouch, and then you can also put 2 tourniquets in the front slot. More visor covers running here, and then out on the floor, all kinds of miscellaneous stuff going. Prevent with no issue. Cops and SWAT had everything locked down. That's wild that fucking SWAT is out there. Were they in SWAT gear like they were very present? Norhiko, hello. Jake, what's up? Kiri, hello. Keith, what's going on? Jeremy Stebbins, what's up? Simmerwell, Nighthawk, Matt Hames, what's up, Hames? What's up? You're in South Dakota. What's going on? WebDad, Jacob Innes, James Young, Seaside. What's up, guys? How was everybody's weekend? You guys do anything good? Anything cool happen? 4 of them each. That's fucking wild. Snipers on the roof. That's fucking wild. Yeah, in Nashville. Yeah, Brandon went to it. This is the fanny pack. This is the fanny pack. Yeah, too bad they were. Too bad they weren't doing that previously. Yeah. This is the fanny pack I carry every time I leave the house. Usually when I go into a store or something, it's got my bifold wallet, battery pack, and it's got some other things in here, all kinds of cables and such. But I like to cycle these on a regular basis. Currently it has 100% charge. I am going to plug this in and I'm going to charge this light. I usually carry a Stiletto Pro and my lens has gone super yellow. I've got 3 of them, and over several years they yellow out. And when those lenses yellow out, it completely kills the brightness of the light. So I'm using this Nightcore. They've got about 20 models that look identical. This is the more current one, so I just top that off. When we're sitting at dinner after a full day of work at the restaurant, I'm usually charging my phone, and then in the morning I just plug this in and charge it. I'm to the point where even though I've used these battery packs and this exact battery pack for years now, I still, man, I don't want to leave shit plugged in while I'm asleep, and I don't want to leave shit plugged in while I'm out of the building. You've just seen too many horror stories about shit catching on fire. So I think to prevent that, I have plenty of hours in the day when I am present where I can charge things. Like button. Yep, hit that like button, guys. There's 51 of you on here and 23 thumbs ups. Not so Civil War, just to train next weekend. Loaded magazines, good. You should have, that should be a normal thing anyways, right? Make a version of the Nalgene bottle that is for the 500 milliliter Nalgene. Are those the big ones? Yeah, it's the tall Nalgene. Yeah, we have them on the website. I think that's what we're talking about, right? Because there's a 36 and a 50 ounce. Those are the 2. I have them for both. So glad you're making large tear offs. Yeah, so here's a large tear off right here off of the panel. This is the slot right here where your trauma shears go. You can put 2 Cat 7s in here. They will stick right out the top. If you wish to secure them more, you absolutely can. You can run rubber bands through here to each one, or bungees. Or you can put something flat in here if you wish to. Boo-boo kit, right? Something not so tear-off IFAC type stuff. 6-inch bandage or Elias or H bandage, big bandages. And a little smaller bandages here. There is a pocket back here. And then you've got these pockets here for your quick clot and your H bandages. And then you also have a slot pocket right here. And then inside you have this big mesh pocket, which is the full entire panel is mesh right here. And then there's your big bandage. And you can way overstuff these things. These things are about 8 inches by 6 across, 8 tall, and they will stuff out huge, right? Past, this is the seam, this is the seam. But because it's nylon, you can way overstuff these things. The tear-off med pouch, it's called a tear-off med pouch. I have them in woodland, and I have them in multicam. We just made them. What I mean is the mini looks like 100 milliliters, just half the size. I'm not sure what we're talking about. Smacked it. Oh shit! Yeah, your car's fucking done, isn't it, buddy? That sucks, man. And where there's one, there's multiples. Yeah, I remember the video the owner of the Key Bar posted about his vape battery. Yeah, that's his stuck in my mind ever since. And he just happened to be watching the dog on his remote camera when that battery caught on fire. Sold 2 more trucks. Ordering water activity meter tomorrow for freeze drying. Right on. I don't know what that is. A water activity meter. Just worked out. Good, man. Good. Yeah, I need to be back. I need to work out a lot more than I have been, for sure. It shows. It also corrects quickly. Got the tear off my pouch in woodland on your jungle rig. Nice. JJ, you said something the other night that I've been thinking about. These idiots only do dumb shit and look stupid because we let them. I have been confronting these clowns and they crumble. They do until the time they don't, Jay. And if you approach, be very careful with that, right? Because if you approach one of these guys and they pull out a knife and you escalate to gun, justifiable. Had you not made contact with them to begin with, that never would have happened. So even if self-defense, you kill that dude, you made the initial contact, you will be in jail in most states over that. So be very fucking careful with that, man. And all these dipshits that they're getting fired, I take great joy in it. I love watching it. You're probably creating a more desperate person, though, with that. I'm not saying don't do it. Definitely get them out of the 911 system, get them out of the education systems. That's why we have the problems we have, because they are the indoctrination system. But you take all these people doing all this shit and you make them homeless or whatever, you are going to make them a greater enemy, right? You're going to push them a little bit harder than they probably were. Most of them are do-nothings. They just run their mouths. Do you think something between America as a whole, do you think something is brewing? No, I think it'll diffuse. Because that side is really good at, people put a lot of money into that side. They don't put a lot of money into this side. And most of us, those type of people, we have jobs, we have families, we have things to lose, right? We own homes, we have mortgages, we have responsibilities. And most of us have children. When you look at them, what is the biggest right they want? To be able to kill their child. You literally have dudes pretending to be women, mad about losing abortion rights when they couldn't have been pregnant to begin with. Most of us, we have children. Lab grade tester for moisture in freeze-dried food, $12,000. Wow. Do I think the firing videos? I do tend to think the firing videos are real. I do think they are. I use all your bags to hold all my police gear. Dan, thank you, man. Palestine or Israel? I'm first generation Palestine, so I can confirm how bad things. I think you guys shouldn't harbor terrorists. And I think anybody screaming Palestine and fuck the United States inside the United States should be fucking shipped right the fuck out to Palestine, whether they came from there or not. Now, with that said, I don't think we should be supporting Israel. I don't think Israel should be able to financially bribe any of our politicians. I think Israel should be left on their own. You guys ain't gonna like that though. When the U.S. pulls and fucking takes any last leashes off of Israel, you're not gonna like what fucking happens. Israel can't handle their own shit, and they're gonna push all of Palestine right into the motherfucking ocean. Stop harboring terrorists. Kick the terrorists out of your own fucking country. You guys caused this. And look when you guys from Palestine run the other direction. They don't want you guys either. Yeah, it's fucking terrible. But until you stand up and the 95% fucking take care of the 5% on their own, it happens in prison all the time. Happens with prison gangs. You basically are a prison. And it happens in prison all the time. The guys that bring the heat get fucking controlled by their own. It's time to control your own. Why didn't Charlie's security team? Yeah, why didn't they? Why wasn't there a drone out? Why? And I got a friend, and he's like, I've been hired to work Charlie Kirk's funeral for security. That's awesome. But Trump's going to be there. J.D. Vance is going to be there. They're going to have fucking ISR. They're going to have fucking they're going to have fucking F-15s on wagon wheels standing by. Like, it little late. Yeah, America first. We're Americans. It's time to fucking worry about our own. I'm on the market for a new AR setup currently. I have a 30 cal can and a budget of 300 blackout and a budget 300 blackout build. Should I invest into 5.56 upper or stick with 30 cal? Where are you at, man? Are you flat plains? Can you see more than 100 yards? Can you see more than 200 yards? Because 5.56 will do both of those, right? You kind of went backwards. Mossad, yeah. I don't disagree. I don't disagree. Just because I say kick everybody out screaming Palestine doesn't mean I support Israel. I think Israel's the bigger fucking problem. I mean, just the fact that our government, and it is our government in fact passing laws to fine people and jail people speaking ill of Israel. If the answer is yes, well, that tells you where the fucking problem is. Carlos, I don't know who Carlos is. Brandon, I don't know what any of that is. You killed my father. Juan Montoya, prepare to die. Definitely get a 5.56 BCM upper. Brad M, what's up? PH info. 200 yards could be achieved by someone who is simply familiar. Absolutely, Jay. Absolutely, it could. Kids do it all the time. Children do it all the time. All these people talking about how it has to be a fucking professional shooter. Come on, man. They do it in boot camp. Jason, what's up, dude? There's only one Brandon around these parts. Not to mention the shooter missed. Did the shooter miss? Did the shooter actually take his shot? Urban area in the heart. 5.56, bro. 5.5. Because what are you building that rifle for? Probably not home defense, right? It's for the troubled times, right? That's what they called them over in Britain with Ireland, the Troubles. That's probably what you're building that rifle for. 5.56 is going to shoot through stuff that your Blackout's not going to. Blackout's neat, but let's be real. Blackout's bullshit. Blackout doesn't fucking kill people well. It doesn't shoot through anything. The only thing it does cool is it's super quiet. You can shoot it with no ear pro and you can hear your steel shots. That's the only thing Blackout's good for. If you don't have a helicopter and multiple and a Ranger platoon behind you, fucking Blackout's bullshit. It's just neat. That's the only thing it does. And let's be real. Most dudes ain't big enough to carry fucking 308 in any fucking capacity. And you're not going to be able to break contact. Why do you carry so many rounds? It's not because it's not one shot, one kill. It's break contact and run to the next fight and resupply. I'd say Blackout is good for hunting within a hunt. Yeah, it's neat. It's neat. But if you don't have a 5.56, it also costs fucking twice as much, if not 3 times as much to shoot it. And you have to have special mags. Can you put it in fucking P mags, 5.56 mags? Sure you can. Only a few rounds. Cody's got one. He was just out here. I was just watching him shoot it the other day. And when you jam those mags full, those fucking rounds jam. You got to buy special mags, special bull. It's neat. I think you should have everything, whatever you want. But if you're talking about which one should you have, as though you can only have a couple, when the time comes to leave, you ain't carrying multiples. Carry that much rounds because we have a 48 mag. Dude, they're still commenting on it. Tonight, they are commenting on it. I've gotten fucking 50 more notifications today. I was saying the other day we had 200 comments. When I looked, there was fucking 370 comments. Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, completely different sets of comments. In 134. 18-inch barrel, 5.56 with a free float rifle, variable power optic. Why not get a 20? Then you can shoot out to fucking what, 800? The M16A2 had sights to 800 yards. The H-bar sights to 800 yards. We don't look at 9/11. Yeah, I mean, look, the government could completely be telling you the truth on this. Why the fuck would you believe them? They haven't told you the truth about anything else. They didn't tell you the truth about Epstein. They didn't tell you the truth about 9/11. They still haven't told you the truth about JFK. They haven't told you about the other fucking Kennedy. They haven't told you about fucking any of those fucking people. None of them. Martin Luther King. They haven't told you the truth about fucking any of it. How about the Bushes sold all their American Airlines stock like fucking 2-3 days before 9/11? How about the dude that insured Tower 7 like a few days? How about the dude that owned the fucking towers, never took a day off of work except that fucking day? How about there wasn't a single federal agent in the building during the fucking Timothy McVeigh bombing? How about the other dude with Timothy McVeigh? How about the third dude with Timothy McVeigh? USS Liberty. Absolute fucking all of them. They haven't told you the truth about none of them. The government's not for you. They've done a really good job about getting you to pick a side and getting the other people to pick the other side. They don't give a fuck about you. They just want you fucking voting for one of the sides. It makes you more their slave. Larry Silverstein. They kill the ones that tell the truth. Absolutely. You're also retarded. Charlie got shot and Trump went to a baseball game the next night. This time is different. He won't hit me again. They never tell the truth. You want to see what the truth is? There's plenty of it all over social media. But they put so much out there to jumble it up, you won't ever know what the truth is. Be it or not, our government isn't. You were fucking right about that. You were right about that. Order through chaos. Yep. Scott, how are you, man? 300 is cool. It's quiet. Have one. Truth is, never use it. Use my 18-223 Wildie more than anything. Drill steel, 300 yards. Hey, John, your new Reptile stuff is super cool. Thanks, man. I fed a ton of. That's why I don't have a snake sitting here right now. I just took a shower, washed my hands, everything, but I went through the rat room, just cleaned the entire rat room, and then fed like 30 of the snakes. So there's too much rodent in the air, so the snakes will be a little crazy tonight. How about Rumsfeld taking about trillions missing? Yeah, and then the next day the Pentagon got hit. How about the 3,000 professional military and airline pilots that say there's no way that plane took that trajectory? It physically, literally, the anti-collision system can't fucking even fly that. How about the wires? How about the video of the fucking Tomahawk, though? How about the 130-some cameras, yet they've only given you one fucking camera angle to this day? How about the plane that they said fucking crashed in the quarry, but when everybody saw the pictures of it, they said, oh, it's 14 feet underground. No debris field. What about that? Harlan's razor is pretty much the government motto. Left alone on your property. Yeah, left alone. Let me fucking collect my own water, give my kids the vaccinations I choose to give them, educate my kids with what I want them educated with, make my money, stop fucking taking half of my fucking money. Phone calls from 30. Yeah, phone calls from 30. That's another one. I just watched some videos on that the other night. Even more proof, better than 556, is carrying a 316 in our hearts. Oh, got it. I got you. 316. The Lord so loved the world that he gave his only forgotten son. Is that 316? Do I have that right? Don't ask me any others. That's the only one I got. Yeah, giant hole in the ground. And then they said that the black box, they got the black box from 14 feet underground. So the plane must have been fucking, I don't know, 100 feet underground. Nixon talked to the moon on the landline. How about the paper mache fucking when they opened the door? Come on, man. Come on, man. Working on getting an AR-10 build, 18.5 barrel, bipod, and ACOG, getting a super safety as well. If you're going to build the AR for, I wouldn't put the super safety on the AR, man. I mean, you do whatever you want to do. I think you should have full-blown HK fucking fucking machine guns and the whole deal. Favorite was we found their passports. Everything else is gone. Not even a debris field from the plane. It all disintegrated, but everything else is fucking. We found these passports that we just happened to have in our trunk for the last 3 weeks. Katy Perry's an astronaut. Working with, I get it, dude. I get it. Yeah, we just shot a video. It'll be up this week sometime of the 4-mag war bag and the 8-mag war bag. And Scully has it loaded up. He shows you in the 4-mag war bag that it will in fact hold 24 mags. He shows you in the other bag, I think we showed you that it'll hold 48 mags. But more importantly, he had it loaded with AK mags in one, and he had another one loaded with belt fed, with nut sacks, 100 round nut sacks. And it holds 800 rounds of linked, so 8 100 round nut sacks, and then 8 mags in the front. All you guys asking what rifle, buy a Midwest Industries. Doesn't matter which one, whatever your fancy and your set. Those are good dudes, and their equipment runs. We know those people. Where did you find the passports? In my glove box, I mean in the debris field. And whoops, the Pentagon reported trillions missed. Yeah, just the night before. Just the night before. And where did it hit? Right where those computers, we don't have any more record. What was missing from the Oklahoma City bombing, guys? What got evaporated in the Oklahoma City bombing? Vance, I run them on my carriers. That's a lot of hate in a bag. Everybody's stuck on, like, the biggest comments are, you can't carry that, it won't hold that, the plastic shoulder strap buckle is going to break, the orange will get you killed. Yeah, Whitewater investigation. Also, all the records for Gulf War syndrome. And there wasn't a single federal agent that was present that day. They all had the day off. But that bag, what is that bag really, right? All through the 2000s, we called them E&E bags or bailout bags. It looks like a laptop bag, has the ability to carry a side folder PDW. You can carry a little subgun in there. You can carry a computer in there. You can carry medical, computer, radios. You can have all your shit you would want to have with you and hope that you never need it, minus a full-size gun. When you can't go someplace where you could visibly carry a rifle, everything will fit in that little bag. Nashville Christmas explosion, anything come of it? Yeah. Yeah, something came of it. They blew the shit out of that building where all those fucking computers were. 10-inch folding. I don't think a 10-inch will. We had a 7-inch inside there. A 7-inch. Well, it's a 7-inch blackout. We had a 7-inch blackout inside there. I'd rather have a PSA 556 than a Daniel Defense. I'd rather have a PSA. Why? Always carry a .25 when I'm wearing shorts. Oh, a 25. I saw a dude get shot in the fucking jaw with a 25, and it ricocheted up, and they lodged behind his ear, and they made an incision and pulled the bullet out from behind his ear. You're better off with a 22 than that 25. But I mean, do whatever you want. At least you got something with you. What's the weight limit for the war bag, for the strap? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. The real answer to all those shit talkers is, we'll build yours however you want it. We'll never hear from them. No, I've never taken methane blue or whatever it is. Glock 17 or a 19. Yeah, you're never going to get the truth either. It was a gift. I got a 22 as well. I hope it's gold plated, like a Jennings or a Raven or a Lorson. Basically, it is the Mookie war bag made so that it is more usable. It is exactly the Mookie war bag made so that it's more fucking usable. That's exactly what it is. These guys have no fucking idea. The orange will get you killed. Cool. We won't put orange in it for you. Yeah, you can put more shit in that bag than you want to carry. The bag's great because it'll hold 8 mags on the face, which means you can put battery packs and cell phone chargers and computer chargers and bottle of water, whatever you want inside that thing, right? And then with the Velcro inside, you can put the mesh pockets so you can compartmentalize all your shit. You can have medical, you can have tech support, you can have all of the stuff for your pens, pencils, Sharpies, and fucking knives and EDC type shit. Yeah, you could spray paint it, but dudes like the orange. It illuminates it so that you can fucking see inside it. If the time comes where the orange is a problem, just dust that piece with spray paint. It's just shit talkers. Imagine the people that come on this video every night to talk shit about my goatee or whatever. Imagine if our friends put as much time in as the fucking people that don't like us did. Imagine how all of your lives would be if people that you care about and interact with on a normal basis put the effort into you that fucking people who don't like you put into you. Imagine how your lives would change. Building out the Mystery 9 and the 4-mag rifle card fits. It does, of course it does. Yeah, the mag pouch, the mesh pockets fit perfectly. That was a big thing. We didn't know what COD was. Jeff's like, what the fuck is COD? When we did when he talked about his loadout being 22 mags on his rig. And people were like, combat loadout 6 mags. And they kept talking about COD. We're like, what the fuck is COD? It was Call of Duty. COD. All the COD warriors. Yeah, the same guy's crying over the Velcro. Velcro's gonna get you killed. Motherfucker, we just said 48 mags. Anytime I said 24 mags or 48 mags, I said, to give you an idea of size, you can put 48 mags in this bag. Never is the intention to carry 48 mags. The intention is put some mesh pockets if you're going to the range or whatever. Hopefully you have some fucking medical. And hopefully you have some fucking comms. Loving the small fanny pack. Never thought I'd be carrying one. Same, Scott. I literally just walked in the door an hour ago here, and this was in the car with me when I get out of the vehicle to go to Petco and PetSmart and Home Depot and Sam's Club today. I throw this on. And then I've always got a battery pack right now. That was a weird sound. I always have a battery pack, and I'm always charging. I just top off all my fucking tech stuff. And then in the morning, I'll take this battery pack and I'll top this off. I don't like to leave anything plugged in. I don't like to leave anything plugged in, just in case. Not only gun and medical for multiple other people. Mailman carries 48 mags in his mail satchel. Did the ghost leave? There's not been a ghost here for a long time. Say 67. 67. What's up, time? You look like a girl, but I'll bet you have a penis. Leave room for a couple of ham and cheese sandwiches. Absolutely ham and cheese sandwiches. Don't you want to have... Hey, time. You got one more bullshit comment before I ban you. Participate in this fucking conversation or get the fuck on. I didn't bother putting color in my 2 freedom bags. Well, it'll get filled with whatever we got first. You'll like it. It'll be good. Went to Sam's today. Spent too much. Dude, I went to Sam's to get those big tubes of hamburger. And the only tubes of hamburger Sam's Club had, it was $52, but it's only 15% fat. I want fucking 25 or 30% fat. I'm using it for dog food to supplement dog food with, and I want the fat. So I can get it local here. I can actually get it local here, I think, for $50, and I can get the high fat. That's what we're using it for. Perfect saves time on the older. Yep. The Dangler is a great unit. Yep, it sure is. And it'll hold way more than this. It'll hold fucking way more. I just like this. It carries all the shit that I want to have. And then of course I always have additional. This is the bare minimum. Mini kit bag inbound tomorrow. You're gonna love it. You're gonna love it. Cash saver. Yep. Has it all on sale. 40 for 40 all the time. Really? Yeah, we went there the other day and it was like 50 or something. Yeah, I feel them raw. Guys, there's no reason at all. There's no reason at all to cook the food you feed your dogs. Like, all you're doing is wasting fuel and killing nutrition. The dog does not need, unless you're feeding inside or something. I feed, and it trips me out. All these people in these feeding raw to their dogs, right? Rabbits and stuff and livestock guardian stuff, where they're like, do you gut them? Like, I cook the meat. Why? Why are you doing that shit? You can feed, like, you can't feed pork or beef or chicken to a dog bone-wise once it's been cut. You can feed all of those bones to the dog raw, to include chicken. Like, there's no reason, unless you're in an apartment and you're worried about your dog smearing that shit around. There's no reason to cook any of that fucking meat at all. Raw is probably, it's much cleaner. We feed skin on the rabbit, whole rabbit, guts inside, all the fur, chicken. We give them the entire chicken. And it like corkscrews through their system. When they shit it out, you see a little bit of the feather and stuff. But they process and break down most of that. Use a Patagonia Atom 8 sling bag because it blends. Cool. Jeremy, you should get on Patagonia's website and tell them how you use SOE shit. I'm just giving you shit, but it always trips me out when you're talking to a company, the owner of the company. You can't find another fucking single company where you can go on and talk to the owner of the company on a live like you can me. Even if it's a company that does a live. Doesn't fucking exist. You cannot talk to the owner of the company. Love those videos of vegans saying that. Yeah, it's fucking wild, man. People, why do you feed pumpkin to dogs, right? You see that a lot with people that have Great Danes and pit bull rescues, big dog rescues, right? It's not because the pumpkin's good for them. It's because the pumpkin fills them up. The pumpkin fills them all up. That's why. It's not because it's fucking the best thing to feed your dog. Your dog would never eat fucking pumpkins. I have a pumpkin patch right out front. I've got 20 pumpkins on the ground right now. The dogs don't eat them. Yeah, you can meet with us at the shop. You certainly can. We have events all the time. Another company would have 20-something-year-old hipster beard kid. Yeah, it'd be a top knot, fucking skinny jeans. So yeah, I feed them everything raw. Yeah. Since I started hopping into these streams, I've spent more money than anywhere else. Well, thank you. That's not why I do the stream. We actually talk very little about gear. I got something cool this weekend. Amanda made this. It's a little ghost to put like Halloween candy in. She made these snake perches. Pretty fucking cool. And she's got a matching little coconut house that she made. Pretty cool. But this is what I got. I got this gar. I kind of want to paint them like a model. Paint each scale like red and black or something. I'm not going to. It'd be cool though. Snake. I didn't take a snake out tonight. I killed off a bunch of rats. I did a full changeover on the rat house. Killed off a bunch of male rats, small ones. And then I fed about 30 snakes. There's too much rodent in the air right now to pull those snakes out. See the lady who said she had a vegan? No, but I think you were telling me about it. Vegan cat. Yeah. That's like do you see that? You little asshole. Why? Why? That's like having a boy and fucking making him live as a girl. There is no vegan cat. Doesn't fucking exist. If you took a tiger, take any cat. Take a cat in a zoo. Take a cat and go get a bunch of vegetables and shit and put it in its cage and don't give it any fucking meat. Don't give it any fucking protein like that. That cat will die. The tortoises, they're great. Gars, yeah, they are prehistoric fish. They really are. Being able to ask questions, products, and really get to know what y'all stand for. Cats have to have taurine to get cats to get into heat. I didn't know that. But if you let a cat out, a cat will move 14 to 20 miles every single night. And they hunt. They don't hunt cucumbers. They don't hunt pumpkins. They don't hunt vegetables. They just don't. There's no such thing. But I'm also of the belief, if you have a cat, that's your fucking cat. It's not my business what you do with it. If you go fucking there's enough cats in the world. I don't care. If you go adopt a cat, I think it's crazy. All these people squealing over all these fucking cats, but it costs fucking $100 to adopt a cat. Fucking insane. It's a trip. Animal control will come to your house and tell you you have too many animals, and you're like, okay, I'll kill them. And then they're like, okay, go ahead and kill them. They don't care that you kill them. They're fine with you killing them, but you can't have more than a certain amount in certain municipalities, right? Isn't that fucking wild? You were willing to go and adopt a cat, but they want to charge you $100 for a cat. You can get cats free all the fucking time. If somebody has a cat and they want to feed it fucking garbage, I don't give a shit. It's their cat. That's one less cat society has to deal with. Yeah, they'd rather kill your animals than let you have them. That's absolutely true, man. Gars are God's perfect killing machine. Jason, you know where I used to live. When we came here to visit, we went to see somebody who was one of my neighbors there. And we were on his patio. You know I have those big lakes across the house, right? Those two private lakes. And he gets a MAC-10 out, screws the suppressor on, and goes, and shoots like fucking 20 rounds. Down into the pond, like straight into the water with that MAC-10 loudener. It was super fucking loud. And then all of a sudden there's like gar. These gars have to be like 8 feet long. They're huge, enormous fucking gars in those lakes where we live there. I love the local Facebook group that chat when you give the address and say, stop dropping off animals at my mom's. Yep. They do, man. They're so, and it's a trip, man. All these people are so fucking worried about these fucking, you know what's going to be next, guys? When money gets tight like this, you see animals given away, pets. children are going to be next. It's coming. It's probably already happening. You're just not hearing it yet. Got a stray cat. Been showing up in my back door for food for almost 3 years. Crazy how he's been able to survive the winter. Same. We have 12 cats here, outside cats right now. I have little cat boxes. Cats show up here, but I really believe people drop cats off here because they know we'll feed them. We were at Petco today, and one of the crazy multi-hair girls, Amanda bought a bunch of cages, these small cages, and she's like, "Oh, what do you have in these?" And we're like, "We have hundreds of reptiles." And they're like, "Oh, what do you have?" We're like, reticulated pythons, Burmese pythons, you know, big pythons and everything in between. And she's like, "Oh, you guys a rescue?" I'm like, "No." She goes, why don't you register or sign up as a rescue? Why don't you become a rescue?" I'm like, because taking care of other people's problems costs as much as taking care of my super expensive animals that make more expensive animals. And that was the end of the conversation. She just melted down, crawled back into her little snail shell right there, right? Because I don't need your retarded fucking animals. I don't need your animals that have been neglected and unmineralized and un-UVB light. I don't need your deformed animal that really should just be taken and ethically should just be put into a freezer and then put into a jar for people to appreciate on a desk somewhere. But that's society, though. It is, you get more props rather than taking a high-end animal and breeding and making something the best it can be, the best, absolute best genetics. You get more props in society for literally cutting your own dog's leg off so that you can have a wheelchair dog. And fuck, we might as well gouge one of its eyes out with a soldering iron and cut one of its front legs off so you can really have a mangled dog. And that's how these people do their kids. That's how they do their children. How soon will you start having baby snakes? Next year. We'll have some snakes this coming year. Attack pythons mostly working on launcher. I have big snakes, like really big snakes. Like we have like reticulated pythons have the potential to be 20. There's not a lot past 20 feet in captivity. But they have the potential to be 25-foot animals. Same with the Burmese pythons. I have Burmese pythons, I have reticulated pythons, and I have an anaconda. We'll have more anacondas soon. And those have the potential to be, 500-pound animals. Not everybody can care for those, and the truth is, most people that buy them will never achieve that size. You don't have to get them that big, but I want a good representation of the genetics. My 10 barn cats think they're on EBT. Mine too. Mine hunt though. We've got these 5 little smaller black cats that Amanda got. And they're out here hunting all the time. And they hunt big shit. Like, they're trying to eat my chickens. They're trying to hunt the guineas. Like, they're on it. Like, they are making an effort. My other, like, more domesticated cats, like, they're like, "Hey, motherfucker, give me another Snickers bar. I'm going to go next door and get one." I think there's an underground cat. I do, too. The cat railroad. I do, too. I have others that show up, too. That's exactly what it is, man. We can't have food outside of the rat issue. Will get worse. Bad enough. We have cherry, apple, and pear trees in the back. Dude, you need fences and dogs. You will not have a rat problem if you have proper dogs. Jason, you still got pigs? I need a line. I need some baby pigs, small pigs. Not alive. I need frozen. I will take them alive, but I'm going to freeze them. Barn cats like frogs to get high. Are they really on the toads? We have dog. Yeah, you need outside dogs, man. If you just put up fencing and outside dogs, you won't have any of the rat problem. Like, we don't even have squirrel problem because of the dogs where the fruit trees are. Have a cat catch a coon or no, my dogs kill possums. It's a trip, right? They'll kill the possum, but they will not eat the fucking possum. Went to an Indian festival, right on. Like dots or feathers, like la 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 la, like that kind or what? Rat terrier, yeah. But coyotes will eat rat terriers. Like get yourself an Anatolian, Kangal, Akbash, even a Pyrenees. Everybody likes the big white fluffy dogs, and I have them, but they don't have the aggression that the other dogs have. Pythons are no jokes, eat humans in huts. Yeah, then again, there's a lot of social media channels out there, motherfuckers living in huts with massive fucking snakes. Minks, yeah. Native Muskogees. Cool, man. Did you have fun? Did you have a good time? And I know, man, fencing sucks. I've got as much money, I have as much money in fencing as I bought the property for. But we're fenced now. Now we keep dogs in, and the dogs keep predators out. Liquor store Indians or hotel Indians, that's right. But all of our hotel Indians are liquor store Indians. 7-Eleven and 9-11. They're gonna be banning us in 2 years for this, right? Oh my God, you're so racist. Well, if you didn't fit the stereotype, needed it spirit. Good, dude. Good for you, man. I'm glad you had a good time. Good. All right, guys. A few more minutes. I'm going to start turning the lights and shit off here. My lights are fully charged. Might as well enjoy the joke before they ban us, yeah. Dude, Instagram's fucking off the chain. They are letting anything go on Instagram, man. They'd have been coming to your house and arresting you a couple years ago for the shit they're putting on Instagram right now. I think they're doing it to catalog who's sharing it and such. Not so much the black stuff, but the stuff with Jews. I think every time you forward one of those, or you like it, or you leave a comment, I think they're categorizing. I think they're cataloging us. I think it's a setup. And I'm falling right into it. they got all the evidence they need. We'll be at a reptile show as a vendor. First show we've ever done end of the month here in Murfreesboro. So if you're around and you want to stop by, we're going to be doing podcasts from the booth. Finally let back in 6 months ago, new account. Completely banned on IG, couldn't even create an account. Caucasian Mountain, yeah, those are great dogs. Yeah, great dogs. That's totally doable too, Dietrich. You can get those. I'm in several livestock guardian groups. When you're ready, let me know. I'll invite you in the group. You just post up, hey, I'm looking for this dog. This is the state I'm in. Somebody has them. All right, guys. You guys all have a good night. We will see you tomorrow. I'm sure some content will be up shortly. Are we going to make any Charlie related gear? We have this shirt out. It's available right now. It says Freedom. We were going to do it in 2 weeks. We bumped that schedule up and moved something back. These shirts are available. They're on our website right now. They start shipping Tuesday. Good night, guys.